Hello, hello, welcome back. This is Angel Malus. And here we are back in Tekkit. As promised, I did a couple of upgrades and we are back in game. Now, what did I did? Since last episode, well, I created a couple of ages and look at this one. This one over here is called the age number Nexus 3. That's what I named it. And it's not even a crazy thing. It's something that I work out with those books and then I managed to create this age. Look at this. Look at this. It has copper ore. It has absolutely nothing. But it's bright, you know. It's nighttime. You see the moon, but it's completely bright. I don't have nothing here. It's always shiny, and it's always nighttime kind of thing. Because there is no sun. There's only stars and moon, and I have a gradient from kind of like purple to black kind of thing, and I think it looks really cool. So I'm gonna use this to make some kind of like portals and whatever. Well, that's the idea, you know, like some teleportation kind of thing. All right, back home, and guess what is that back there? YouTube subs. I managed to finish this thing. Now it's a little bit different from the one that I did on the server of the Tekkit server of Jivas. This one has well, it's not that much. I mean, the code is pretty much the same, but basically it will connect to YouTube somehow, to the YouTube API. It will get all the information about me or any account that you put in there, and it will look for the number, specific number of subscribers, and it will display it here. When I made this thing was 229 or 28 subscribers, and look at that. I'm so happy to see you know, like six or five more subscribers coming back in. So it's pretty cool. So next times I did this, then they will look better. Now, if you see, it has some kind of black kind of thing there. Well, that is because I was playing with this thing, the Fabric of Reality, and then I figured I can actually cut it with the hacksaw of maybe score. So now I have a lot of covers, and I just cover everything I put there. And I'll show you how I build that in a bit. So over here, I just put a lot of covers, and I think it looks pretty darn cool. Um, Also, I did manage to finish well, the magma crucible for the other thing. I did that already, and I show you guys there. Not much new things. It's basically just that one. That's the most important news. What was I was gonna do this? Yeah, the internet fam. So yeah, the YouTube subscribers. So on the front part, you see the numbers you see over here. Then obviously these are lamps, redstone lamps, because it turns out the pistons cannot move the normal red powered lamps, so they will be stuck and not being able to move. But the redstone lamps are being able to move, so those are good to go. Now over here in the back side, it looks like a mess, but it's not really. I mean, I'm just grabbing those numbers, and I actually have a space on the code to put one more. Because when I did it for Jivas, he has 1,000 and something subscribers, so I needed the other digit, but I don't have that many, so, and it's gonna take a while for this to do. Now, if you see, some pistons are extended, some pistons are contracted, like this one over here. That is amazing. So this computer basically just sends us the signal. All of these are on the sides, and it actually just runs the program one time. You see, I can type because the program is not running, and it will separate 02, and then to 30, the 35 that comes next. So edit startup. Now I'll just show you a little bit of the code here. It's not even that complicated. If you guys want me to do it, I can do like a very specific kind of step-by-step kind of guide to do this, so you guys can actually know how to do it, or I can just tell you how to do it. You see, I made it so easy that you just put your YouTuber name right here. Like in my case, Angel Mal Plays, Jivas will be Jivas Craft or something like that, and then you just do the HTTP request, and everything just falls into place. So it will look for the HTTP success, it will look for a specific string of text, and everything will be set up. Now this is for the units and for the decimals, and then it does the pairs. So the units will be from 0 to 9, and the decimals will be from like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then it would add those units to and decimals to pairs, and those pairs will be like the left side pairs and the right side pairs. Now why do I have left side and right side? Well, because on the left side you only have up to 16 colors or 15 colors, and each of those segments takes 7, so that's 14, and then on this side it will be another 7 and then another 7. So that's how I have that. So this computer alone can manage, probably on the back side it can manage another 2, and the bottom side another 2, on the front side another 2, on the top side another 2. So we can go crazy on the managing of numbers. I mean, we can have 6 times 2, we can have 12 numbers being managed by this single alone computer. And I could do it like a big monitor or something like that, but I think this looks way more cool and more sophisticated. So going on the code, on this part it just adds the units to the decimals and it goes one by one, and then it puts a 0. Here you go, like if it's less than 1,000 it'll put a 0 at the end, at the beginning actually, and then if it's less than 100 it'll put 2 zeros, and if it's less than 10 it will put 3 zeros. It means it's just one numbers. And then at the end it will be like it cuts the string like up here on the code. It cuts the string like the front and the end, and then the subs, that will be the string that contains the number of that we're looking for, and then the subs we just like added to the zeros kind of thing. And then we separated string sub, that means a to cut. So it cuts this string, the string subs, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it starts at 3 and it ends at 4 kind of things. And then you just print 1 and print 2. That's the 2 prints that you see. And then set rest and bundle output 2 and then 1. No biggies at all. It's actually pretty simple code if you think about it. The only thing you really need to know is the actual API that this gdata.youtube.com. If you see, this is actually the youtube.com data. So you just need to know the API that works, and how you see feeds/API/users, and you just add the YouTuber and it will give you a lot of data, and then you need to manage that data. It's easy as that. Now I guess I'm just gonna do like a little bit kind of like updating here. I did those liquids there. I think I managed a couple more things. I don't even remember where. I should be doing that later on. Yeah, I didn't do much really outside. Same old tree farm. Oh yes, these things. So it turns out now that since I started using those blocks, I started to cover a lot of things. And now, you remember every time I come down here, I had a big tube in there? Well, it's not there anymore. It's actually concealed in all this stuff over here. And everything else is also concealed. Look at this one. This one is concealed right here. This one is also concealed. Well, missing kind of little part in there. This one, I can't do much about it. But even the power that went all the way up here, what was it, a power or something like that? Everything, I got it super concealed. Even this thing on the bottom part, look at this. It comes out of here, but it goes in there. So under these things, as you can see the name, it says Imibi's cover. So inside here, that tube goes there. So I think it's like a really nice and fancy way to accommodate those things. And now let's just check this out. I know I need to do the computer later on, but look at that. Now it just goes in a tube and actually goes into there. It falls a little bit out of here. There you go. And then it comes into the whoa. It comes into the house through here. So it falls out of there and comes through here and then goes up like that, and it's just using the floor. It goes around here, it touches that, and it touches this, and I mean it's like really clean. That's the word I was looking for. And on this side, I don't know if I show you guys, but these guys are the transmission planes that were eating my stuff earlier, right? So I just put it like that. How's this? So I put a sugar cane, and whenever it grows, it will place into here, and whatever you place in there, which I don't have right now, but I'll just take a block here. No, that's not a block. There. I'll just take any block. Let's say this jungle wood. So everything you put in there, it gets immediately sucked into the system. So when this thing grows, it will be sucked into the system immediately. And there's a little more of the tubing. I mean, it's just easy. It's so pretty. Ouch. Yeah, those things are spiky. Anyhow, that's how much I have. 123. The bugs haven't changed much. I haven't done any more of research or cooling down or anything. I have just been patiently working on that thing because it took me a while, and I did the edges, and that's pretty much it. And then I just cleaned the house a little bit so it doesn't look like a horrible mess like all the time. And I managed to put these things on the side like that. And since I was like redecorating everything, I put this thing in here. Kind of looks pretty instead of sticking out. And these things I couldn't. I mean, I do need to access like most of the parts of this blocks. I need like 3 entrances for this. So it's like the button to put energy, this to pull out, and this to put in. So no matter what I do, it's not gonna look pretty at all. I mean, yeah, no. And that's it. That's it. That's pretty much for that part. So I guess I should cut it right there, and then probably look at that. You go to bed and you can see how many subscribers you have. Isn't that crazy? That is just amazing. So YouTube subscribers, there you are. So if somebody wants to know how this is done or wants to see me do it from the start, let me know on the comments, and I'll post a video step by step, very detailed, about how to manage to do this kind of setups. And I'm sure, I mean, it did work on Tekkit Lite, and I'm not sure if it works on Tekkit Classic, but who plays that anymore? I guess there's some people though, but yeah, this is amazing, and it does work in resin, what is it, Resin Rise or Resonant Rise, and other mod packs, and whatever it has lamps and a computer and some way to manage those outputs and be connected to the internet API, then you will be able to get it. So for YouTube subs, that is done. Now the next thing will be Enderman Farm. We will be leaving that for the next episode. I think we're like 12 minutes on this episode, so I want to make it short and just leave it like right there. And then we can go ahead and do the next episode and do something more fun, like the Enderman Farm, or the what is it called? All the manual ores that are still in that box getting full, or the automatization of the reactor and making the turbines, or just getting to work out with the Steve's farm. I'm not sure if I did show you guys. One last thing, these things. So I've been having that thing running for a while. It's collecting those leaves, and it's collecting those trees because I needed some trees, but also it's collecting some of this what is it called, rubber. So we got rubber saplings a lot, and raw rubber a lot, and raw rubber wood a lot. And look at this, 3 sacred rubber saplings, which we'll be planting very soon. Actually, I should actually write it down. Let's put it down here. Rubber. Actually, you know what? Since they take a while to grow and you cannot bone meal them, I'm just gonna do it next episode. Rubber sapling. Alright, rubber saplings are gonna be next. So there's gonna be 3 humongously big trees around here of rubber, which I don't mind. So okay, that will be it. Anyway, this is Angel Malo signing up. See you later. Bye 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 bye.